for divorce at 61 years old is nasty work.
Ain't none of my business now. But I think this woman is leaving him for a good reason. I don't know what that reason may be.
I could see. That woman is tired. Typically, when women of a certain age get a divorce after decades, it is because they have been enduring.
I don't want to hear no more of this. Hand me a piece of tissue, man.
The likelihood of you getting a divorce if you were neglected as a child is 30% higher than someone who was not neglected. Is that enough for you to end a 39-year marriage? Today, we're going to figure out exactly what happened with Judge Joe Mathis' marriage, and we're going to hear what people on TikTok have to say. I don't want to hold you up. Go ahead and hit that like button. Definitely share the video. If this is your first time watching, hit that subscribe button. Let's get to it.
Filing for divorce at 61 years old is nasty work. Filing for divorce after being married for 39 years is nasty work. Judge Mathis and Mrs. Linda Mathis have been married since 1985. I was born in 1992. They've been married longer than I've been breathing.
And she filed for divorce. The question is, at that age, where are you planning to go? Not many guys are looking to build a family with a woman that already has a lot of kids to a famous man. Just getting a divorce puts a lot of pressure on her because realistically, she's not even for the streets.
Mrs. Mathis walked into a courtroom and filed for divorce on Judge Mathis. And she requested spousal support. I'm trying to figure out, what do spousal support look like when you've been married for 39 years with no prenup?
And a bunch of kids. She's going to get a nice stipend, but at that age, as long as he's been rich, he done bought every car that he wants to buy. He done lived in every house that he wanted to live in. Men start to live within their means and they really just need less to be happy, if that makes any sense. So him paying child support or giving her alimony at that period, 39 years, I'm pretty sure he's not going to even mind. If you do, let me know in the comments.
But I guess it don't matter because she was with him shooting in the gym, right? She was with him before we even knew him. 1985, that's crazy. She listed the date of separation as July 17th. That was just last month. Did you try to work it out? That's a quick turnaround.
Sounds like to me, both of them know what's going to happen right now. So they're just trying to make it legal. But to be honest with you, she may be pump faking just to get his attention. Realize she's not getting any attention now and she feels lonely.
Don't the courts make you do 6 months of counseling to verify and confirm that this is really what you want? 39 years. Wow.
It's definitely a long time and she's definitely emotional. I think she should just work it out, talk to him privately, but she probably already has. But once again, when you become a celebrity, you're a celebrity for life. Let's see what everyone else has to say.
Linda Reese suddenly applied for divorce from the judge after 39 years of marriage. Uncover the astonishing secret behind the marriage. Linda Reese was once a teacher and also founded a children's advanced learning center. However, since having a child, Linda Reese gave up her job and returned home to take care of her husband and raise children. But such days made Linda Reese feel bored. The regret of career development led to Linda Reese's dissatisfaction with marriage. And Greg Mathis, as a judge and host, his heavy workload prevents him from being by her side.
That's one that comes with success. You don't get a lot of family time. And women need to take this into consideration whenever they're thinking about a high value guy that can take care of them, is that you have to be flexible. You can't get mad if he's not giving you the attention because he's still being the provider. You left your job to be a mom, so technically you got paid to do mother duties.
She can't find emotional support. Days repeat one after another. The communication between the two is getting less and less. When encountering problems, they always solve them by arguing. Gradually, it is difficult for them to have common topics anymore. After years of reflection, Linda Reese feels that such a marriage is no longer happy.
If all you're doing is just yelling at each other, it's not going to last. That man is under a lot of pressure, being on TV every day, dealing with critics, dealing with trolls, lawyers, everyone trying to sue. It comes a lot with being on TV. And trust me, a nagging wife can be a real big headache.
She bravely applied for divorce from the judge. Fortunately, the 4 children they raised together after marriage are all adults. They can view their parents' decision more rationally. And this marriage that has lasted for 40 years is ultimately submerged in the long river of years.
At least all the kids are grown, and right now she's just lonely because nobody's at home. So she probably just wants to run free, but at that age, it's not too many places to run. You're better off negotiating with your husband. Get in the comments to let me know, what should she be doing right now?
Judge Mathis' wife of 39 years files for divorce after 39 years of marriage. And I know a lot of people are probably like, I wonder why they would be getting divorced after 39 years together, right? But see, me, I knew someone quite right a couple years back. Let me show you. Just follow me. December 25th, 2022. This comes across my timeline. Now, I'm going to give y'all a second to find Judge Mathis. And when you find them, I want you to found them in a comment. But for those of y'all who haven't found them yet, let me help you out. See, I knew something was not quite right in the Mathis house. Now, I kept it to myself because it really ain't none of my business. Wasn't none of my business then, ain't none of my business now. But I think this woman is leaving him for a good reason. I don't know what that reason may be, but I knew something wasn't quite right.
Man, look at all them kids that are sitting up there. When you have a family that big, you can't leave your husband because he's the reason why you guys are sitting there smiling, even though he's not in the picture.
Somewhere around December 25th, 2022. So to many people, the Mathis split comes as a surprise, but not for me. Not for me.
If you want a man to sit around all day and be a family guy, he's going to be broke, and then you're going to get mad at him for being broke. Successful men, high value men are going to be working all the time. You built a beautiful family. You have a beautiful house, and you wait this late in life to get a divorce. The internet probably has her thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. We have to wait to see how this play out, but we got another woman that got some words too.
Don't nobody got to stay in no marriage because y'all think they too old to get out of it. I am so tired of hearing this narrative around Judge Mathis's wife divorcing him, that if she stayed for 39 years, whatever made her stay, what could have went wrong after 39 years, and whatever it was, she should just stay, because if you put up with it this long, then you need to just go ahead and stay in it. Who do you people think you are? For real. For real. That actually pisses me off.
Yeah, I said it.
Especially because I hear a lot of women saying it. And I'm like, sister, you really, if a woman divorces a man after 39 years, she is tired as hell. Something happened in that marriage. And I'm not accusing Judge Mathis of anything, although I have heard Judge Mathis talk in and out of the courtroom, and I could see that woman is tired. Typically, when women of a certain age get a divorce after decades, it is because they have been enduring decades of whether it was physical, mental, emotional, financial, or otherwise.
But you still see that man working every day. She said her biggest thing is that he's not around anymore. He's not there. She feels lonely. She's not getting enough of attention. This is what comes with the game. This is why a woman, you should have took the money, started building something with you and your daughters so you guys can have fun, knowing that your time with him was limited. Plus, you guys had a reality show that you were shooting on the side.
They typically stay because they are from a generation that stayed. They were in a time where people stayed. And you know where we are now? We are not in that time. People do not have to stay. Nobody has to stay.
Women just love keeping other women single. She's actually in a good marriage. It's just that her husband always has to work. And she's like, no, give me the attention. Let's do this. We're rich already. She don't understand. He has to continue to work to maintain that lifestyle that she loves, that gives her the freedom. But this single woman wants to keep her single.
I don't care if that woman is 80 years old. If she's 80 and she gonna live to be 85 and she wanna live out them last 5 years in peace, let her. I saw a video of him dancing and everybody was like, oh, he ain't thinking about no divorce. He ready to get them streets. It was probably already hitting the streets. Why do you think his wife is divorcing him? My God. I'm like, some women are anti-woman. Cheer this sister on, because it takes a lot of courage. And I'm speaking directly to his wife. I don't know, Mrs. Mathis, Mrs. Judge Mathis. I don't know the story, so I'm not going to pretend like I know for real. It took an incredible amount of courage for you to file for a divorce after 39 years.
and you're trying to talk her out of it. In my opinion, she just needs to talk to her husband a little bit more. You got his attention now. Now work with that. Don't listen to these single women because y'all gonna be on the phone bitter all day.
Wow, I don't hear no more of this. Hand me a piece of tissue, man. Did this damn young man move from the streets of Oakland to escape the gangs, plead out to you for help? You let him move in there, knowing what he done went through all his life. He running from the street gangs. How many young people run from the street gangs and try and escape? None. Most of them stay there and try and survive and each other or destroy themselves. He got sickle cell anemia, no parents. And yeah, I'm crying because I see myself in it. There's one thing to give a young man tough love, but where's the love? All I hear is toughness.
Judge Joe Mathis be giving them that work.
If somebody at work said, you gay? What would you say?
I said no.
Really?
As accepting as you all have been, the reality is that there's people who would hate us for that.
Let me just stop you for a minute, man. It's hard for me to get past you having that feeling that you gotta tell somebody, no, man. I never knew that. You should never feel that way, man. You should never feel that way.
Yeah.
You have an obligation to show others and to help others and to lift them up. So I view it as a blessing.
I love you. And not a lot of fathers would be willing to have this type of conversation with their son. The first step is my coming out publicly, but I would say sitting down with you and having that conversation is empowering for me, and I appreciate it.
I just don't want you to have any hesitancy about anything.
You know, his son is straggling the fence over there. That could be a sign of him not being in the household. Get in the comments to let me know. Before you had to sit back and watch her argue with other men. This is why guys are not dealing with single mothers.
All 6 of her baby dads. You know, she got 7 kids, 6 different baby dads. I'm the only one that want to take care of my boys. And she's at me the hardest.
Man, 6 or 7 baby dad, that's a breeder, and you jumped in just to have a kid. Now he's selfish, like, I'ma only take care of my kid. That's what a lot of these dudes do. You come across a breeder, you start dating her just so you can get a kid in. Now you got your legacy, and now you look at the other ones wrong. This is how women get caught up, but she's stupid for having that many baby daddies. This is a breeder, not a mother.
Yeah. Be the hardest because I want to take care of mine. The other ones don't want to do nothing for the children.
They in there.
40 of them are in jail.
Just like you was too.
But
you got 2 years on the shelf if you get in trouble.
I did a couple months. They've been in
2 years on the shelf.
Been in for years. Either way, both of y'all are for the streets. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Definitely share the video. And if this was your first time watching, hit the subscribe button. See you on the next video.